Hello guys, this is the Ranger Gabriel 06 coming at you live. How's everyone doing today? I'm doing good. But before I begin today's review, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button, destroy that like button for me, and hit the little bell button for more videos so that way you won't miss a video. Now, today is the day, boy, I got lots to talk about. Today with a review of the final movie, not just in the sequel trilogy, but the end of the Skywalker saga. Ladies and gentlemen, Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Again, you get this ugly little bar sensitivity only, but it's whatever. There's a cover. Looks cool. I like the cover. It looks really cool, actually. Here's the spine. You got BB-88 or BB-8 right there. And the back, yes, Billy D. Williams uh, returned as Lando. Again, you know who he is, Harvey Dent in the Batman movies by Tim Burton. You know, the first of Batman and Batman Returns. I think it was in Batman Returns. Yeah, I think so. But anyway, yeah, he's back as Lando. Oh my God! Okay, I just remembered this. I cannot believe I forgot to mention. I think this was in the Last Jedi. They mentioned a character, a gambler. When they first said that, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, Lando's gonna be in the movie. No, it's played by someone. I can't remember his name, but somebody else. And this character is not even in this movie at all. So why was he in? Why even bother making a new character and then we don't see him again? It makes no sense. Although he does have his own comic, but I can't remember his name for the moment. But you gotta watch the movie. The Last Jedi, you probably know what I'm talking about. I was so disappointed that Lando was not in the previous movie. Really? That could have been better. But that was my other complaint that I forgot to mention. So now, Rise of Skywalker. I'm going to read the back of it. Came out 2019, I believe. Yes. 2019. Uh, Lucasfilm and director J.J. Abrams joined forces once again to take viewers on an epic journey to a galaxy far, far away with Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, the riveting conclusion of the seminal Skywalker saga, where new legends will be born and the final battle for freedom is yet to come. So yeah, this is the conclusion to the sequel trilogy. It's you know the final movie of the Skywalker saga. Uh, the movie is decent. I don't hate it. It was good, but man, it could be so much better. It could be so much better. Uh, you got Ian McDiarmid as Palpatine. Yes, he is back in this movie. Of course, you got Carrie Fisher as Organa, Mark Hamill again as Luke, who is now a Force Ghost. Adam Driver again as Ben Solo slash Kylo Ren. Isaac, or Oscar Isaac as Poe. John Boyega as Finn. Again, Anthony Daniels as C-3PO. Any new characters? Yeah, Jonas Satoma. I cannot pronounce his name. Forgive me. He is the Chewbacca. Pierre May is no longer there. I think he might have passed away by then. Of course, you got Kelly as Rose again. Ian McDermott, like I said, Palpatine. Billy D. Williams as Lando. Um, so decent movie. I love how it ended. Was good. Uh, that's really all the pro I could think of. I mean, good acting, okay? Good acting, good visual. I mean, it's a Star Wars story. That's pretty all the pros I got, I think, top of my head. Now the cons, the best part, yes. Starting with Rose and Finn. Okay, you know how I talked about in the previous movie where, they kind of fall in love in The Last Jedi? Yeah, we don't see that here anymore. It's like, I guess they broke up. Now, whatever, I forgot to mention, this takes place a year after The Last Jedi. It's not like right after the movie. It takes place a year later. So yeah, there it's Kelly's character Rose has little screen time, and I'm thinking, why even bother creating this character then from the last movie, The Last Jedi? Why even bother if you're not gonna give her enough screen in the next movie? It's just a waste. You're wasting the character's time. You're wasting the actor's time. Okay, Finn, same thing. Holy crap, he had little time. He had a huge role in the first one, and in a good role in the next one, The Last Jedi. But here it's like nothing. He even complained about. I think I don't know if he necessarily left Disney or not because of that. And I don't blame the guy. I really don't. So yeah, it's like why? I feel like they they ran out of ideas for these characters. Now of course Poe, the X-Men pilot, great job. Okay, I mean out of the new characters, really, Ray and Poe, pretty much they were the huge stars in all three movies. At least to me they are. Palpatine, Ian McDermott did a great job as Palpatine. Spoiler, big spoiler. Pause it if you haven't watched this movie. Ray, we Ray has a force, right? And ever since the first movie came out, right, The Force Awakens, a lot of theories came out like maybe she's a daughter of Obi-Wan, maybe she's the lost daughter of the Skywalker. Who's related to? She's related to Palpatine. Yeah, she's like the granddaughter, I think. Yeah, because in one scene in the movie, Chewbacca gets kidnapped, and she gets mad because the ship is leaving. They got Chewbacca, and she's reaching out, and when she does, the lightning comes out of her hands. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, yep, she's related to Palpatine. So yeah, uh, and my biggest complaint. Now, don't get me wrong, her being related to Palpatine was not the con. That was cool. That's a cool little twist. But my biggest complaint, a little bit of spoiler, near the end of the movie, uh, now of course it's all in Ben Solo's head. This is right before he switched to the light, and he wasn't really on the dark side like Anakin was. He was kind of on the verge of it. Because I mean, not once did he have yellow eyes, so I'm assuming he wasn't fully to the dark side, but he was getting there. However, his father, Han Solo, yes, Harrison Ford comes back for one little scene in this movie, and he talks to him. Don't get me wrong, it was good to see Harrison Ford again. It really was. But that scene should have been Anakin. Why use Han Solo is not a Force user. So which means when Ben Solo is talking to his dad's father, it's all in his head. So really you're making Kylo Ren look crazy. Okay? I mean, that should have been Anakin Skywalker right there talking to him, not Han Solo. Nothing against Han Solo. Nothing against the actor Harrison Ford. He did a good job. It was good to see him again. I mean, it really touched my heart. But my God, that should have been Anakin's role right there. Because I saw this movie on Christmas Day, as a matter of fact. Okay, I watched it by myself. I remember walking into the theater. I was so excited. Like, yes, this is the final movie. I cannot wait to see. This is where it all comes down. I know. I just know we're going to see Anakin. He's going to come back, and he's going to turn Ben Solo, aka Kylo Ren, back to the light side. No, not once was he in it. Although you do hear his voice, but that's it. And speaking of Anakin's, or at least Anakin's Force Ghost, I forgot to mention this when I did my Return of the Jedi review. I said that they changed some stuff. At the end of the Return of the Jedi, if you guys watch the movie, Anakin sees the ghost of his father, Yoda and Obi-Wan. They're all smiling at him. Everyone's happy. The Empire's gone. Blah blah blah. They changed Anakin's Force Ghost. Hayden Christian, okay, the guy who played as Anakin in episodes 2 and 3. he had a cameo. He's got the Jedi robe, and he looks like the Anakin from Part Three. He's all happy now. He's back to his, he's because his son Luke brought him back to the light side. That was awesome. I even had the action figure of the Ghost Force Anakin, but he got stolen sadly. See, they should have used that same Anakin in this one. That would have been perfect. I mean, it's called The Rise of Skywalker. This is the last movie of the Skywalker saga. So I think Kathleen Kennedy is to blame. Okay, I think she did this. Now, of course, it was not to see J.J. Abrams. It's not Johnson, the guy who directed The Last Jedi. Abrams comes back and directs this movie. But, yeah. There is, now, I did a little research, I don't know much about it. There is what's called the George Lucas version, and his version has Anakin in it. Now, I don't know if you can watch it. I didn't see it. I don't know if you can watch it or not. But if they ever release a better version, I am so buying it, and I'm going to sell this piece of crap. Yeah, it was so much better if Anakin was in it. It makes sense if you think about it, because if you go back to the first movie, uh, Ben Solo is following in his grandfather's step, who is Darth Vader, right? Uh, so it would make sense for him to confront his grandfather in this final movie. That way, Anne can say, "Hey, it's me, your grandfather. Don't walk the path I took. The dark side is not what it seems. Blah blah blah. Don't repeat the mistake that I made." See, Anakin should have been the one to turn Kylo Ren back to the light side, not Han Solo. Again, nothing against the character or the actor. Harrison Ford did a good job. I think his role should have been used differently and have Anakin in that scene. Okay? So, and speaking of Anakin's ghost, at the end, now again, I do like the ending. I do like how it all ended. So maybe that's the only reason why I tolerate this movie. Uh, at the end, okay, spoiler, Ben Solo does die, okay? He becomes one with the Force. However, at the end, she's on Tatooine, and I think she's burying both Luke and Leia's lightsaber in the sand. I guess where the Owen Lars, the Lars lived. And she looks, and she sees the ghost of Luke and Leia. Yes, Leia passes away in her sleep. So I know it's weird because Force Awakens, Han Solo dies. The Last Jedi, it was Luke, and now this, it's Leia. But anyway, she sees a ghost of Luke and Leia. They're smiling at her because they're saying, "Well done, we did it." But that was it. See, again, they should have had Anakin beside them. Not just Anakin, but they should have Ben Solo because even though he's a Solo, but he's also a Skywalker, so it would made a lot of sense to have the whole Skywalker family looking at Rey and smiling at her, saying, "Good job" and all that. See, that would have been better. Not just look at Leia, but add Anakin and Ben, please. So, and of course, this old lady's like, "What is your name?" I forgot what she said now. She comes to this old lady comes up to Ray, said what her name was, and she goes, "Ray Skywalker." So she she takes the name Skywalker, so that way she can continue the legacy. That was really cool. I like that. So she chose not to be a Palpatine, even though her real name is Palpatine, but she chose to be a Skywalker, and that really touched me right there. But my God, it just would have been a lot better if he had Anakin and Ben Solo right there as well. Again, same thing when Han Solo was talking to his son. That should have been Anakin instead. So, and again, like I said, Rose and Finn, I guess they broke up. I don't know what happened there. I feel like their character became pointless. So, but good effects, good battle scenes. The story is good. Okay, it is. Again, I only tolerate because I like how they concluded it. I just wish they made it better. You know, you gotta have Anakin because Anakin is what really started this whole mess to begin with. So yeah. So anyway, that's my review for Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. What did you think? Is this your favorite movie? Probably not. There's a lot of people angry about this movie. So what do you guys think? Which one's your favorite Star Wars movie? Which is your favorite trilogy? Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Radio Gamer 06 coming at you, and I will see you guys later. Bye. And may the Force be with you. Have a good weekend. Bye.